top 3 cereal, right? Fair enough. Crunchy Nut, I'll put it in there. I'm putting them third. First, Crave. Second, probably Frosties.
Have you never done an order before? That's not how... Like, you can't go third, first, second. That's so anticlimactic.
And I'm going to put... You know what? I'm going to replace...
Crunchy Nut
with Sugar Puffs.
Oh, Adam.
Nah.
You got a lot of growing up to do.
You've got a lot of growing up.
Jay's eating Cocoa Pops. I had an omelette.
Yeah, but Crave is worse than Cocoa Pops. It's little chocolate
wild
parcels.
chocolate.
I drink my chocolate, eat my chocolate pillows. Right,
At least we're eating French pastries, Adam.
Right, yeah. Let me give the real order of breakfast. Third place, pain au chocolat. Second place, eggs Benedict. Third place, sausage and egg McMuffin.
Nah, beans on toast is like God tier.
Not for breakfast,
strictly
Jay.
Cereal. You're making me look like a
You
child.
don't have beans on toast for breakfast.
Yes, you do.
That's a lunch. That is a lunch item.
How is it a lunch? Beans is a breakfast food, and so is toast.
Adam?
I would rather have it for dinner than my breakfast or lunch.
You know what? We're Northerners, Adam. We have it for every meal.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Josh,
no, guys. We're done now. I'm going to now intro the football podcast that we do.
Oh shit! Yeah, was this not the breakfast edition?
Hello, everyone. Here we are. We're sort of at the end of the season now. The big teams have got where they need to be. You know, underdogs have had their fun, and you know, playtime's over now, and some big boys are going to play in the final. Teams like Lyon, RB Leipzig, Man United, they've had their fun being little underdogs, but now it's the big boys' turn, and let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Adam, go on. You lost to Sevilla.
We'll start with my game. If you watched my review of the game, I didn't really have much to say then. We dominated the game. I don't know if you've watched it, lads.
Yeah, I did.
Brilliant. We 1-0 up with a penalty, which was a penalty. I'm sick of this where people are moaning that we're getting so many. We deserve these penalties.
You don't deserve all the penalties. Like we've had this discussion before.
98% of them were blatant.
I mean,
penalties.
you can't pull that figure out of the air without you. You do not.
No,
you do not remember all. It's not fucking fact.
That's fact.
22 does not go into 98, so that's not a fact already.
No, it was really frustrating because we dominated the whole game. We literally, the 2 goals that they scored, we fell asleep from crosses.
Especially the second one. Like that was so not easy. Like if you score that goal against West Brom, like yeah, fair enough. But you don't expect to score that goal against an £80 million defender and Man United, and that's not me slagging you off. That is just
Yeah, well, it was. I don't want to point fingers, but it was Lindelof's fault.
and Wan-Bissaka's, he did awful.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Why was it Wan-Bissaka? I thought it came down Brandon Williams' side.
That was the first goal. The first goal, Brandon Williams let his player go past him, and then the second goal, De Jong was in between Lindelof and Bissaka. And Bissaka was, I mean, rightfully he was in the right position, but he didn't do anything about it. He sort of just watched it happen.
Yeah, it was.
But that was both their goals. It was so frustrating. But we had so many chances to make it 2-0. So many. It was ridiculous.
Well, that's why, for once, I won't just come in here and say that Solskjaer's been found out. Because actually, you made enough chances to win that. It's not his fault. Like, you can't, make them finish those chances. Like, I can't believe I'm saying it. Like, but it's not Solskjaer's fault this time. Like, it is just one of those things. And I think when you come against a team that's as clever and knows, especially this competition, as well as Sevilla do, you have to be perfect. And you weren't.
Yeah, you're right. And we wasn't at one bit. Martial could have easily had a hat-trick that game. But I think that's what's like. There's two things that are letting us down right now: finishing in the final third, actually picking the right pass out or picking the right shot off, because we're trying to walk it in the net these past 4 games, and to get the defence is shaky as hell. I think Brandon Williams he's let me down the past few games. He's not been on it at all. I know he's only young, but we've got a lot to learn in defence if we want to kick on next season. But in conclusion, we got beat, didn't we? Severe in the final again. It's over now, like you said.
Do you think there's any signings that you need to make to fix any of your problems? Like what do you want?
I think we've needed a left back for a long time. Like, Shaw's not had a terrible season, but I don't think he's up to it. I don't know what's happened with Chilwell. Is he going Chelsea? I don't know. There's not great left backs at the moment.
I mean, if you've been watching Jay's video, there's sorry, that was just a strange plug there. I'm not sure I did that, but
cheers, Josh.
There is like, I think when you look at, there's a few that are unattainable. Like, obviously Tierney's not going to move. Tierney's not going to move now and stuff like that. But when you look at, I can't remember Tagliafico, Reguilon, and then Chilwell, I'd say. But like, especially considering Chilwell is going to cost like 3 times as much as those other two. Yeah. Like, that's where every club should be looking at, is Tagliafico and Reguilon. And they're like 30 million, aren't they? They're nothing.
But you say 30 million, but as soon as we come in for a player, he gets doubled, doesn't it?
True.
But, a little side note, we were linked with Alaba, who wants to, unless he's just trying to get a new contract from Bayern, he's not signing one, is he?
I'm not sure why you'd leave, considering you're literally playing centre-back for them over... I mean, I know Sewell's been injured, but Boateng, Sewell, Pavard, like, you're doing all right there. The only thing about your game is that that I do have to mention is even though we don't get that dream final of Young crossing to Lukaku and knocking you out, what we do get is a nice parallel of Lukaku smashing it up yet again, and like your one problem against Sevilla being not being able to finish your chances. So honestly, how big a mistake do you think it was to sell Lukaku with? And I like Martial, but he's not a stone cold target man finisher, Giroud, Lukaku, Kane type figure. I
don't think that's how we play. We Lukaku didn't fit into our squad when Ollie tried to come in, because Ollie wanted to be rushing forward with the ball, quick attacking, and Lukaku was holding it up, slowing it down. So I don't think he fit. He said, listen, he's turned into an amazing finisher, and he always was one. But I'm not disappointed that he's left.
Do you not think you'd be in the final now, considering how close you got to the FA Cup and the Europa League?
No, I think he changes the team completely. You have to play a different game plan if he's playing. Same with Gallo, that's why he's not really done amazing things with us, because it's a different game when them two strikers are playing as compared to Martial or Rashford.
Yeah, but that again, like, if I can go back to being a Solskjaer hater, that's one of his issues, isn't it? Like, if he's going to say, well, this is how we play, but mate, also sometimes you need to just get a grip of yourself. Like, Tottenham didn't particularly want Fernando Llorente, but he was just probably. It's so important to have a plan B in football. Like, Chelsea's a private example with having either Giroud, Tammy, or now like Werner. Like, Werner and Giroud are worlds apart, but God, I'd like them both. Are you here, Jay?
Yeah, I'm just listening. I'm gonna listen. It's a good pod, this, boys.
Yeah, I just think you need a plan B, and I think Ollie needs to get over himself a little bit. Yes, it's nice to have, and obviously Martial and Rashford have done brilliantly, and Greenwood will only get better. So yes, it works. But sometimes when United look a bit shit and like they can't finish for shit, and Bruno, the only thing Bruno can do is have pops from 25 yards, which maybe I'm wrong here, maybe I'm being too harsh. Bruno is clearly class and could easily turn into one of the best players in the league. his long shots look quite easy to save for a professional keeper. Has anyone else noticed this?
I know what you're saying, but I think the shots you're having are snapshots when we are getting beat, when we're not playing well. So he's rightful to shoot, but
I just don't see them like a De Bruyne long shot, or like when we had Eriksen, or they seem they never.
He likes to put them low, doesn't he?
Yeah, and because I watched the Copenhagen one, and I was just thinking like, and I watched the Sevilla highlights as well, and I was thinking, like, I think I could get a hand. I'd probably spill it in, but I think I could get a hand to most of Bruno Fernandes's shots. Like, I would still like fumble it over the line, but like they didn't see, the keepers weren't stretching from post to post, and even when you're shooting from 30 yards out, you have to do that. In fact, especially when you shoot from 30 yards out.
But when he does shoot, it's quite unexpected. I think he doesn't really set himself up to shoot as obviously as other players, so that can catch the keepers off guard.
Well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see next season, I'm sure. Do we have much to say about Inter Milan Shakhtar, apart from the fact that they just steamrolled them, and it's going to be a decent final, I guess?
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting final. That game was a bit. Everyone kind of like knew that Inter were just going to do something like that, but to win 5-0 in a semi-final is still pretty impressive there.
Oh yeah, no, it's
it is Shakhtar though at the end of the day.
Yeah, but Shakhtar that got to that stage.
Yeah,
but then again, it's like City. Remember when Burton Albion got to the semi-finals and City just went, all right, no more. Maybe it's a similar vibe to that. Maybe.
Should we move on to the PSG game, boys?
Well, I would, but just quickly, Inter to win. I mean, I know that's kind of the obvious thing to say, but does anyone think Sevilla's gonna?
I think it's going to be a closer game than you think.
No, I think it will be close, but I do think, just in terms of finishing chances, Lautaro and Lukaku will do that.
I'd rather Sevilla win it because they knocked us out, and fuck Ashley Young.
That is harsh. How many years of service did you get out of Ashley Young?
Young, if you're watching, I'm sorry, I take it back. I'm just disappointed you have hair.
Yeah, he literally left United and it grew back overnight.
Maybe he was just really stressed there and he couldn't grow it.
Yeah.
Probably.
just as my final note, as much as it'll hurt, and it kind of justifies his decision, which is sad, I'd quite just like to see Eriksen holding the trophy.
I want to see Conte lifting the Europa League as well, to be fair.
Yeah. See, we're not bitter people here at the Back Post.
No, we don't hold grudges. Unless you're Sarri. Well. Fuck you, Sarri.
Or Sol Campbell. Just I know that's a long time ago, but fuck Sarri.
Still.
Sorry, go on, Adam. Who's your one fuck off? We've got Sarri, Sol Campbell, and Tevez. Right, fuck all you three.
Fuck Tevez.
PSG.
That's an official Back Post statement. Right, yeah, PSG. I've what?
Well, it was actually. I thought it was actually a really good game because Leipzig went and they didn't. The scoreline is a bit unfair to them, I think, because they didn't just roll over and get twatted by PSG. They really gave it to them, and I think they were unfortunate not to score a couple.
It kind of. We'll speak about this for the Bayern one as well, but it does just like. You get to this stage and there's been shocks and upsets, and a bit like Ajax, and I know that we luckily knocked them out last year, but you get to this stage and just quality shines through, and in both that'll be a theme we talk about in both of these Champions League semi-finals. It's just quality like shone through, and especially if we're talking about Neymar took the absolute piss.
Yeah, he did. But again, we spoke about it last week. He missed a lot of big chances.
He did.
But he had a
fantastic game.
But that
it's crazy,
assist,
him and Mbappe were just comfortable, weren't they? They were playing like they were having fun with it, and that's mad to see. Like they were trying skills left, right, and centre. They were just going for it.
Yeah, the last 10 minutes we were taking the absolute piss out of him, weren't they?
And which is why I do hope at the end. There's two reasons I want PSG to win this final. A is the kit I'm wearing right now. It's the white one. the gorgeous one this season. It deserves its place in the history books. And number two, it's the fact that PSG have all this talent, and for the first time this season, they had a look at Everton's Idrissa Gana Gueye and went, you know what, that's exactly what we need, because we've got enough attack now. We don't need to buy Ronaldo. We need to buy someone that's just going to stop other people playing football and help us win games. And they've become a better team for it. However, I know he didn't actually play in the semi-final, but on the whole, throughout the season, he's been class. But apparently, I've heard the rumours that they want to sell him now because he's only scored one goal in the time he's been there. And if PSG actually look at Gana Gueye and are judging that on goals, they need to go in the bin immediately.
That's what. Yeah, I was just going to say that goes towards my point that I don't want them to win. I don't like them too much. You know what I mean? Like, I love the kits and I love Mbappe, but I don't really care for PSG.
But I would love for Herrera to lift the Champions League because I love him.
Yeah. Oh mate, Herrera! I remember that one game a couple of years ago. Herrera had Hazard in his back pocket, man.
Oh, he just followed him all game, didn't he? Literally,
just literally
walking around.
There is something beautiful about a footballer who just for a game just doesn't play football. Just I'm going to just annoy the shit out of your best player, and you're just there like, bro. It's like pretty much what I did at futsal, actually, isn't it, Jay? When I just charged at the defence, and that's all I did.
Yeah,
I never tried to win the ball. All I did was constant pressure up front, and then the two midfielders behind me would pick up all the loose balls, and they could play. So
Josh's best attribute as a footballer is his stamina, so he won't stop. Like his legs will be dead, but he'll just keep going and going, and that we tried to use that as our advantage.
The Ji-sung Park of futsal.
of Manchester Met futsal.
I'm not sure what else there is to say about this game. Like, Di Maria's opening cross was a thing of perfection. Like there is no way anyone could miss that ball. It was so good.
Yeah, oh god, yeah, it was beautiful. He's a really good player, Di Maria. I think he's had a bit of a mad career so far, but now that he's got into PSG and settled in, like, he's class.
You say he's had a mad career, but again, you've opened this up to make it sound like I'm just going to slag off Adam's team again, but he was absolutely one of the best players at Real Madrid. He was insane. United, it didn't work out for him for whatever reason, and he's never been bad at PSG.
No, you're right.
I think it was a United problem, not a not a Di Maria problem. I
remember a fun little story about Di Maria. I went to a friendly game, Italy versus Argentina at the Etihad, and he was playing, and it was quite dead. It was like just one of those weird friendly games, so you could you can hear the crowd, and there was this Argentinian man at the corner screaming at Di Maria, like absolutely giving him some. Di Maria just turns around and goes, "Well, do you want to play then?" But passes, looks at them holding up the ball, like, "Go on then, do you want to do it?" And it was just brilliant. Was right at the corner, flag going, "What the fuck?"
I'll never forget his goal against Leicester as a Premier League goal.
Oh yeah!
What a weird goal! Like, I've never seen a ball go up and down that quickly. Like, mad.
But I have just changed my mind. Fuck PSG, come on Bayern, because I've just remembered Di Maria plays for him.
Should we talk about the Bayern Lyon game briefly?
Quickly, let's give the credit to that back-heeled assist that Neymar did.
Yeah.
And then, what was the third goal again? The third goal was...
It was the
Marquinhos was first. Then it was the little flick to... and then who scored the third?
Bana, yeah.
Oh, of course it was. It was that really weird one where they played him onside because the right back was on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it was so offside, and everyone was like, "Well, that's offside." And then you looked over the line, and there was just a right back lying down, and you were like, "Oh right."
There he is.
Well, I didn't even see him. I thought they was giving it offside because they thought Neymar touched it in.
Oh, no. Yeah. I did like how Neymar went for that. That was funny. Just dived into the net with it. Like, come on, mate. Like, just give it to Bernat. Okay. So it's much the same story with the Bayern game. Like,
Yeah,
Lyon
definitely.
have had their fun. They've obviously done their fair share of... they've been the Ajax, haven't they, of this
Yeah.
Champions League. They've had some shocks. They've knocked out City. They've knocked out Juventus, which which is a similar route to what Ajax, because Ajax knocked out Juventus and Ajax knocked out Real Madrid, but obviously City knocked out Madrid. So there's parallels there. But then Bayern have come, and I don't know if this is right, and so I'm going to say this without fact checking it all, but I'm pretty sure the reason Bayern deserve to win this Champions League. I can't think of... I'm sure they must have scored the most goals in a single Champions League tournament. They've scored so many. And
it's like 39 or something crazy now, isn't it?
We've knocked 2 games off it.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Like, that's incredible. Like, they smashed us up. They've smashed Barca up. They've smashed Chelsea up. 3-0 is a smashing up, let's not lie. Like, they haven't lost a game. They've been formidable. And as much as, they're not... everyone has a go at RB Leipzig for this newfound bullshit modern football, but Bayern are a club that steal all the best players from everyone else in their own league. Like, they're not saints, are they? Like, they're still a scumbag big team, but I'm hoping they do it. Just, it's as scummy as it is.
They deserve it more than anyone, don't they?
They do, and they've just been incredible. And it's like watching Germany at that World Cup, where they've been fantastic, and just to see players like Kimmich, like when he just pops one in and runs off, like tugging his shirt, going mental, and you're there like, oh god, you're all terrifying.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, give a little bit of credit to Lyon. They played really well, and they did way better than Barcelona did. They actually weren't at Bayern, and even missed a couple big chances like that one where Neuer was off his line and stuff. So I think a bit of credit to them, but Bayern were always going to win.
They pretty much missed an open goal with Neuer off his line and hit the post at 0-0. So
yeah, exactly.
Could have been a different story.
But it's that whole thing where
Gnabry
went and scored like 5 seconds later.
Yeah, and what a goal it was. It was fucking rocket, wasn't it? And even the way he took it past their centre half with that little slight touch of his right foot to whack it with his left there. What a goal that was.
Yeah, he's a bastard, he is.
He had a superb game. And then it just makes me laugh because Arsenal let him go, and it's absolutely beautiful.
For 5 million.
Because they wanted to play Awobi. Plays for Everton.
And then obviously there's the West Brom thing of him not being deemed good enough to play for West Brom.
Yeah.
He is absolutely fantastic. Like, he's scored 23 goals. For a winger, that's incredible. And to back that up, behind the main man who I think we all here admire to fuck as a footballer.
Yeah. He's scored in every Champions League game he's played in this season, Lewandowski.
He scored in his past 15, I think. The only ones he's missed are those two sort of shit shows they played against Liverpool last season.
Madness.
But he is just fantastic. And you know what? If he doesn't get a Ballon d'Or, he deserves the Champions League. So...
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
The only thing I would worry about for the final is, like you say, Lyon had 2 very good chances. Barcelona scored 2. Messi hit the post. A few more blocks were had in that line. If Di Maria, Mbappe and Neymar turn up, I could see that becoming a worry. Because
we could have a high-scoring final on our hands, to be fair.
It won't be. It'll be a 0-0. It'll be absolutely shit. And then Marquinhos will score a header in the 94th. No, not even that. That'd be too exciting. He'll score a header in the 22nd, and then that's it.
I really hope not. Now, I am actually looking forward to it now. Like you said, the 2 big clubs now are going to go at it for the final, and it is going to be really.
Yeah, it's what everyone wanted, wasn't it? Really, no one wanted to see Lyon RB. Once we get past this stage and all of our clubs are out of these tournaments, you want to see these big teams, and you like an upset along the way, but you want that grandstand finale, and that's exactly what we're getting with 2 fantastic teams that we don't see that often either. As good as City would have been, we know what they're about. We know what Liverpool are about. Let's have Bayern and PSG. It's good fun times. So go on then. Who's playing in the Super Cup next season? Who's winning both of these finals? Jay.
So I think the obvious answer is obviously it's Bayern Inter Milan, isn't it? And I think that I agree with that. It's gotta be.
I agree. I think that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, I agree. I want to say that Sevilla will get a cheeky win out of it, but I can't see it happening, to be fair. Same with PSG. So yeah, I'm going to agree with you both.
And what's the score going to be in that Super Cup? No, I'm kidding. Well, we should probably wrap up because we don't want to drag on for too long. But the only thing I will say is, from a Tottenham point of view, if you told me 5 years ago we'd have Mourinho and Joe Hart at the club, I would be very confused. But here we are. I'm not saying they're at their best. I'm just saying it's still weird.
It's very, very weird. I mean, did you see the post the other day where it was like Joe Hart, who was on the BT the other day? So Mourinho saw him and remembered that he was a player and then went and bought him. He was like, "Oh yeah,
well,
you exist."
I saw a picture of him and it was a picture of his neck, and he said if he asked for a tattoo in his neck, they'd charge him for a sleeve. Slagging his neck off.
Poor Joe Hart.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up on Joe Hart's night. No, it's I've never seen so much hype over what I imagine, unless he isn't, and I hope he isn't. No, sorry, I hope he is a third choice keeper. Like, I don't see how he's better than Lloris or Gazaniga, but here he is.
Yeah, I feel like one of them's got to go. Well, not got to go. I feel like one of them's planning.
If we lose Hugo now, I'm done. The season's over. I don't if that's Mourinho's master plan, I'm out.
He plays Joe Hart.
Oh God!
Okay, now.
With Alfie Whiteman, the child, on the bench. Let's go, Tottenham. All right, well that's been good. I'll catch you after the final. I'll catch you after the final. I'm pointing at the camera, and I'll catch you after the final. I'm pointing at you, but I'm pointing at this mic. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, cool.
Just let Josh do an outro and see what happens.
We go now. Bye.
And you tell your dad.